Good afternoon, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Tuesday, April 30th. The year is 2019. Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. So population control. I keep hearing so many black people and white people, but mainly black folks talking about population control, how it's genocide, and how the elite members of society through food and nutrition and vaccines and all this other stuff are trying to reduce the population on planet Earth. Well, let's say, for example, that that's true, that there are some members of society who are pushing and doing things to manipulate the human population. Well, when I was born, there were about 3 to 4 billion people on planet Earth. That was 50 years ago. Now we're looking at close to 7 to 8 billion people here on planet Earth. If my numbers, if the information is correct that I read. Let me make sure I looked at these numbers, because I know I looked this up before. 7.7 billion people are on planet Earth now. And then in 1970, so you're about 7.5 or 7.7 billion people on 2019. But in 1970, the Earth's population was approximately 3.7 billion. So since that time, the population has doubled. So population control, if this was a real thing, they sure are failing pretty terribly, because it ain't working. Now that the population has doubled on planet Earth in the past 50 years. Well, another thing about this concern about population control, people are so worried about population and genocide. For everybody I know, there are thousands of children being born on a regular basis. I have family members who I have some members of my family who have dozens of children by multiple women. I see the population control isn't working for them. For them, they seem to continue to have, say, the women are fertile, the men are fertile, everybody's having children. I guess we're consistently looking for some type of conspiracy theory for some reason in our community. We thrive off these conspiracies. If population control were a real thing, and it very well might be a real thing. We're at 8 billion people on planet Earth. How many more people do y'all want on this planet Earth? We already got plenty of people who are starving and not able to eat. Even though there's a ton of food available on planet Earth, for some reason, there are people starving in many parts of the earth. In many countries, they're not able to feed their children. But let's just talk about the United States, just the USA for now, and population control. In Georgia, Department of Children and Family Services have over, if I'm correct, let me check this number again, because I'd researched this before. The children in custody in the Department of Children Defects here in Georgia, foster children in Georgia. How many children they have in their custody whose parents didn't want them? In the custody of Georgia, foster children. If I'm correct, I forget the number. They just had a number. Let's see if this has it. They normally have a list of the. Let me try another way. Hold on. I just want to make sure I got this number right. Give me a second. I just want to make sure that I know it's a huge number. So according to this, Georgia has approximately 14,000 children in foster care. That was a while ago, because I know that number is way higher than 14,000 children. That's available. Those are available for adoption. The state of Georgia, I'm still looking at this, says 13 to 14,000 children. I know they're available for adoption. But there are more than that in foster care. I can't find the number I was looking for. But it's a large number of children who are in foster care that nobody want. That people don't want them. You have all these children. Nobody wants them. And they're sitting in foster care or in the custody of the state. It's just very odd and strange to me. People keep screaming about population control, but we get all these children. Let's just say that 14,000 is correct. That's a lot of damn children. They'd be in foster care. Where are their parents? And I keep reading about children who spend their entire lives in the custody of the state, and they never ever go to a home. I wish I could find this number, but it was a huge article I read recently, and it was about the Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services, and they had a list of the children that they had in state custody, and that number was more than 14,000. Maybe some of you all may be able to find the number and find out exactly what the number was. But I know that number was high. It was a lot higher. But what I'm saying about here says the state of Georgia has approximately 13,873 children in foster care as of February 2019. Children in DFACS custody can be placed in kinship homes, foster homes, adoptive homes, private agency group homes, hospitals, or youth detention centers. But we definitely don't want them in youth detention centers. That's still a significant amount of number of children. So I guess what I'm just trying to figure out is everybody keeps screaming that there's some type of population control going on, but how's it working? When is it? If they say it's true, is it a negative thing to try to limit the population on planet Earth? Is something bad about that? Or is it just concerned, or is there a concern that they're trying to limit the number of black people on planet Earth? Because that number is growing also. So we're not moving backwards. The only number that seems to be moving backwards in the United States is the birth of Caucasian children in the U.S. That number had slipped, and there are more Hispanic children being born in this country than black children and white children. Is that the concern? I'm just trying to understand the whole thing about population control. They say, well, gay people are part of population control. Well, I know a ton of gay people who have children. I didn't want any children, but I know a lot of men who are gay who are having children right as we speak by various means. Some women are agreeing to having children with these men. I think that's a horrible mistake. They're going to be, I'll talk about that later. But you have surrogate mothers. There are various ways that men are having children. Let's not forget about the ones who are marrying women and just lying about their sexuality and having children because they want kids. Some people want children. And I don't see anything wrong with having children if you can afford them. But a lot of people having children they just simply cannot afford. Now, if population control, keep this in mind, many states are cutting back abortions. These new crazy heartbeat laws. A lot of these states and insurance companies have drastically reduced the amount of birth control available for women on the market. Some employers have the right to now not, if they're for whatever religious reason, they don't have to give their employees access to birth control or pay for access to birth control pills or whatever else they're using. If population control were true, wouldn't abortion be readily available for everyone and anyone in every state and as many abortions? Why would you limit it? Why are they limiting the amount of abortions, limiting access to birth control, limiting stuff these are all things that are used to stop the birth of children, abortion, birth control pills, and all this good stuff. But if you don't have access to it, you don't have access to abortion, you can't have one, or there's only one abortion clinic in the entire state like Mississippi, The whole entire state of Mississippi, there's only one abortion. At least this was the case. I don't know if that's still the case now, but at one point there was only one abortion clinic in Mississippi. That's serving the entire state. So again, I'm just looking at this from the United States of America, our population here. If rich, wealthy people were trying to limit the amount of children being born, there would be multiple abortion clinics available in all states, one on every corner, right? Birth control pills would be sold at Kroger's the same way you can go buy a gallon of milk. You wouldn't need a prescription for that. You just walk in and buy your own birth control pills. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm not falling for the conspiracy theory. These black folks seem to thrive off these conspiracies as population control. But it ain't working. It's not working. I look around here and I see all these people having children. One of my nephews with multiple women, he has had close to 20 children. He's only in his late 20s. He's not even 30 years of age. Now, if it's true that this man has had 20 children by multiple women, then he ain't taking care of none of them. None of them. I don't know. People keep screaming this birth control, this population control, and gays play a part in it, but a lot of gays I know have children. A lot of them. A lot of lesbians I know have children. People who want children are having children. Those that can have them. I don't see this how this population control, but I don't know. Again, I don't believe in all these crazy conspiracy theory things that a lot of people believe in for some odd reason. Some people believe in this nonsense, and they're gonna take it to their grave with them. They're gonna believe this crazy stuff forever. So, if maybe you all can help me understand population control and how it's working. I mean, one of my friends said, well, the population, if it wasn't for population control, there'd be more people on planet Earth. I said, we already had 8 billion people. How many more people y'all want to pack on this planet? With these low-wage, minimum paying jobs. And it's kind of not making, well, hey, that's just my thoughts on this. I think I'm looking around and I see a lot of people having children. The birth rate really hasn't declined that much. Worldwide, it's continuing to grow. If population control was real, they're doing a bad damn job at it. They need to work a little bit harder to try to get the population under control if this were true. And it very well could be true. I don't know. I did a little bit of research on it. The internet there's so much crap on the internet about all this crazy stuff. Let me digress for a minute. I get people all the time who hit me up saying HIV is not real and it doesn't exist, and that it's fake and that it's false and this is scam by the medical community. There are tons of videos, tons of information. It's just so much stuff on all these people, fake websites. I mean, well, they're real websites, but in these websites they talk about how HIV is fake. There's no such thing as HIV, no such thing as AIDS. These people firmly believe this. And I'm not talking about just a few people. I'm talking about a lot of people. I have met people who tested positive for HIV and they say it's not real. I'm not HIV positive. This is fake. The test came back positive because of blah, blah, what, some bullshit, something. But they say it's not real. There's no such thing as HIV. Well, the test, if I'm correct, for HIV, test for the antibodies your body produce if the virus is in your body produces an antibody to try to fight off the disease. If I could be wrong about that, I don't know. But I know it's an antibody test. The HIV test is looking for antibodies. Well, these people say that this test is not real and that HIV doesn't exist and blah, 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 blah. And they go on and on. They got so many messages and videos and links and emails and that HIV. So, but I personally know people who died of AIDS. I personally know people who are living with HIV. I know these people. You're saying that they don't exist? You're saying that they didn't die from AIDS? Are you saying that people who are living with HIV don't have HIV? What is going on here? So many conspiracy theories that it's almost frightening that people actually believe a lot of this stuff. But hey, I don't even know what to say at this point when it comes to this stuff. This is what people believe in. You're not going to be able to change their minds about it, just like, so that if you want to believe in some type of conspiracy theory type thing, and that there is population control and HIV doesn't exist, that's fine. Because this is exhausting. And I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just too old and I know better. Common sense seems to have really lost ground in the United States. No different than all these people who are standing around supporting Donald Trump, and they proved that this man had told thousands of lies, over 30,000 lies since he took office, but people still support him. In fact, in spite of all the lies that he's told and false information he's put out there. And he's the president of the United States, but people still support this fool. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on this. Anyway, today is Tuesday. It's April 30th. The year is 2019. I'm out of here. You all enjoy your day. I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget to click like and click the bell so you can get notifications when my videos pop up. And I'm out of here and enjoy your Tuesday. Again, Tuesday, April 30th. The year is 2019.